VONorth. Hey everyone, and welcome to Voiceover Simplified with Katelyn Dawn, where we talk about everything voiceover related. And I thought I would do a video about VONorth, my experience there. I lived in Toronto from 2008 to 2012 in my early 20s, and I haven't been back since. It's been like a decade, which blows my mind and also ages me, but oh well. Leaving was really, really hard. I had a dog walking business and a very serious relationship at the time. I actually wrote a song called The Rear View about it. Every time I look back, I see you. Standing there in the rear view. It was a really hard move. I built up a dog walking business. It was going really well. And for anyone who knows me, it's voiceover, 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 and dogs. That's my obsession. And gardening. So I was curious what it would be like to be in Toronto again, if it would be weird or exciting or what, you know? But anyway, jumping into the VONorth. So VONorth was amazing. My agent Tanya and Dervla put it on, and they are just amazing women. Just a huge thank you to both of them for putting this on. I had a really great intensive with Alexa Magnata on breaking down a script from home. She's a casting director in New York and had great things to say about my performance and how to break down scripts in general. There were panels about auditioning from home, panels about rates, agents and submitting to agents, how to make sense of specs when they seem contradictory. I read for a panel of casting directors, and holy smokes, that was crazy. I didn't know that my tongue could hurt from nervousness, but if you live, you learn.
Oh, look, cried Ned. And then the kingdom was his forever, the end.
I had my commercial demo listened to and critiqued. I took panel on international marketing, niche work in radio imaging, niche work in e-learning, some different niches I hadn't thought about before. And I was able to meet people in person, you know what I mean? Like, that's amazing. I met Larry Hudson. I do my VO workouts every week with his VO Heaven workouts. I met my voiceover accountability buds, Roman Bari, Teresa Ho, David Gilbert, Richard Crossman. That was like so amazing to meet these guys in person. I met my agent Tanya and the agent assistants, Kate and Krista. They're all amazing. And a great industry party. It was just so much fun. But my biggest takeaway, the biggest thing that meant a lot to me, was just basically knowing like we have the best industry and we have the best job. I felt so encouraged and so loved and so like at home. I was like, this is my place. These are my people. And to come from the music industry and all of the heartache and chaos that was for me, to find this place meant so much to me. This year has been amazing. I did not foresee it happening. Like, I booked my first national commercial for CeraVe.
CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier and lock in moisture so I can feel hydrated and look healthy.
And following that, I've booked a lot of work for McDonald's.
Do you like free McDonald's? They do. They got free coffee with my McDonald's rewards.
This was like a full circle moment for me because I moved to Toronto to pursue my music career. I moved to Toronto when I was 19, right after Canadian Idol.
Singing Zombie. Please welcome Katelyn Dawn.
It's the same old theme since 1916. In your head, in your head. What's in your head? In your head, in your head.
I placed like top 4 girl on Canadian Idol way back in the day. Then Toronto crushed my dreams because it's a really brutal city. But I was there in that room looking around at everyone, and I just was like, this is it. This is my purpose. This is my passion. It was a real full circle moment. But I thought I would offer up some practical pointers, things that I took away that you could also take away from my experience. So one thing was to always connect emotionally to the copy, regardless of what it is. It could be toothpaste. Find that emotional connection, what gets you jazzed about it. And for me, I even replace things. So something I like totally nerd out over is This water bottle, because I drink all the time. I love it because when I go to Mexico, I can put top down and sand doesn't get in there. Fits into my bike holder. Super random, but it's something I love. I could replace what I think and feel about this for Crust white strips or whatever. You know, you find something that you can relate to that copy with. Super random example. I did an intensive or a panel with Ellie Ray about improv. She made me cry because she's so... There's no word for Ellie Ray. She's a force. She's just a force, I tell you. She could talk to you about getting out of your head, get out of your butt, just like connect on a human level to the copy, to the person that you're talking to. So always know who you're talking to. So just emotionally connecting to that person. Who are you actually talking to, and why does what you are saying matter? I'm really trying to bring that empathy and emotion into my work. Okay, so if you get a paragraph or two of all these specs and they contradict each other, you know, like be conversational and friendly and human, but sound like an AI robot, you're like, what? What are you on? A bit of an insight is there's probably a lot of people in that room throwing in their 2 cents of what the spec should be. So in that scenario, you find your first few adjectives and you go with that because that's probably the thing everyone agreed on. And other things you can use as ideas for a second take. Another thing is if you're doing 2 takes, in the first take, always honor the punctuation and honor the line breaks, if you know what I mean. Often they break the line and then they just want a little bit of a pause. It doesn't have to be a huge pause, but honor that line break, honor the punctuation, honor the spec. And then you can throw that away for your second take and do one that's just for you, where you don't have to honor all of those things. You can have them run together or whatever, but make sure you have a take where you honor what they've written. And another one is keep your commercial demo to 60 seconds. That's it. Don't do longer than 60 seconds. And a tip for me was, and they said the first 2 spots are very strong, but make sure in the first 15 seconds that you hear your best spot and then your second best spot before the 15-second mark so that they're getting two samples before 15 seconds. But, you know, it just gives them a taste. And so if they're only listening to 15 seconds, they hear more than one sample. That's kind of my breakdown of VONorth. I had a great time. It was super awesome. I'm really sad that that was the last VONorth. So now I have to figure out what conferences I should go to in the States and where I'm going to go next year. At least I could attend one. Yay. Yay. Well, thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time on Voiceover Simplified. Bye!